Ping, 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 ping. Meditation time is over. Good morning to each and every one of you. Before I go any further, I just want to maybe tell you something that you may have missed. If you don't have one of those hyper speed refresh rate big screen TVs like Mr. Green promotes, I will tell you what you have missed this morning. You missed me sprinting down the beach, performing a backflip, then into a double spiral spin backflip, immediately into a butterfly stroke, whisking across the bay. So y'all may have seen me when I was on my way back in. That's a possibility. So I just want to let you know what you missed this morning. An Olympic performance, to say the least. Good morning to each and every one of you all. And I'm going to start our serenity prayer right here this morning because this is absolutely beautiful. Soothing to your soul, definitely calming to your spirit. Here we go. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to each and every one of you all. So today we're going to try and break the world record. I can't remember how much it is. I know my care team member, Miss Kier herself, will let me know how much that would be. But we're going to try and break the world record today in the amount of swims that we can have in one of our vlogs. So we're going to start off this morning, first of all, by telling you where we ended the last time we were down here. And if you have not guessed by now, we are in Speightstown. We're in a place that's Schooner Bay. That is the name that it is now called. So I'm going to keep that as the name for today so you're familiar with it. Not the official name, but that is the name I'm going to stay with so I don't confuse you all. Just to show you a surrounding of what we're experiencing this morning. Here we go. I'm really happy to start some of these vlogs. Hey, that may not be a complete 360. I'll make up those couple of degrees later on. But I'm happy to start this vlog today at full high tide so you can appreciate what this beach actually looks like. Now, last time we were here, it was low tide. So there was a very broad beach, or pretty close to low. A very broad beach here. But this is how it is at high tide. And this is actually still a healthy looking beach. You're seeing a little bit less in this here, like around March and April, but it looks pretty good right now. It's gonna rebuild itself. As you can see, there you can't really walk on sand between here and Cobblers Cove today because there is a section there that you see is coming up and hitting what we talked about last time we were here, and that is the gables. But gosh, look at these reflections this morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Now I know that you all are missing me, so I'm gonna put myself on screen right now just to make sure and give you all the neck fix. Good morning to each and every one of you all. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here. Today I have on no formal attire. I have on a pair of beach shoes, baggies, cap, full stop. That is it. No other dress than that today. No necessity for it. It is a beautiful sky. Doesn't look as though we're going to get rain. Not at least this morning anyhow. But we're going to hopefully enjoy a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm going to be showing you a lot of erosion today. I'm going to try and paint a picture for you of what it used to be like in this area. And of course, I'm going to definitely be teasing you with some sea baths today because sea baths are our reason for being here. And what a beautiful day. High tide. The swell that's coming in is off of the southeast. So it's not coming down to the west side at all. We're not getting any lap that's coming in from the north. So we should have a lovely, lovely morning. Good morning to each and every one of you all. I hope you all heeded my warnings about that conductor. Because don't get tricked by him, you know. Because he's an ultra smooth guy that you would think is the nicest person in the world. Well, he is the nicest person in the world. He just has an addiction for your food. So you be careful. You protect it. And you protect it and be safe. Last time we were down here, we didn't actually go too much further than where we are right now. We stopped in this general area. But you will remember we were able to walk around on a healthy beach at low tide at that time. You can see what it's looking like again. It is definitely suffering here right now. A lot of sand has moved as well. You can see that by how all here is being chiseled off. So that would mean it's not just the high tide, but they've all actually lost some sand in this immediate area right now. You can see how this whole cliff section is formed. Now, if I didn't have this camera in my hand, I would run and sprint across this here, and as that wall crumbled under my feet, I would be on to the next step. So I would run across here without falling at all, but I have the camera, so you had to take my word for it this morning. That's when I got hyper speed, you know. I'm a trained athlete, so please, any of these stunts you hear me talking about on here, do not practice them at home unless you're a skilled athlete like myself. Lots of erosion in this area. I mean, literally nowhere to put beach chairs. Maybe I could put about 4 or 5 of them here, and that's pretty much it. But all this massive beach that we are accustomed to in this area is definitely going year by year. I always say, and I know that I'm going to probably be contradicted, but the sea always takes more than it returns. I am noticing that every year. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in a couple of seconds. I would like to show you last time. I did some pictures. I don't know if I put them up on net. I hope I did. If not, I'm talking nonsense. Actually, I always thought nonsense, but this is just another piece of it. This entire stub here was in sand, dry sand. So that would tell you how down here has been over last week with the surges and stuff that's going on. No swells around. It's just that kind of movement. Summertime, this is going to build again as we go into July and August. This should really build beautifully. Not back to its past state, but definitely a lot better than it is right now. Alright, we're going to talk serious about erosion now. I think I did mention it before here, but I am accustomed to repeating myself anyhow, so it's not a problem. But right where you're seeing this tree that's felled, and that cannon, you see the base of the cannon there sticking up just by it, all that was dry land. Actually, there was dry land right out to where you're seeing these rocks now. This is not a joke, this is true. And I'm not talking about back in times before I was born. I'm a young fella. But I am talking about when I started to explore and drive on this island myself, not with other people, because when I went with other people I had to go where they wanted. When I started to drive by myself at 17, I was able to go to places that I wanted to see. So all these areas, the little areas I found while at that time in that kind of age frame, and beyond of course. But all here was solid land mass. I'm going to show you a little bit more as we walk on from here. And then the guys are down here this morning. This is a real cool out spot for some of the people from this area. It's Saturday morning, so I guess they may be all sleeping a little bit today. I don't know, usually they're down here a little earlier, but I guess most of them won't work on a day like today, so they will come out later on. Still a little bit rough in some areas here with the bush and stuff, but it is getting cleaned up, as you will see a little further on as we walk. But to give you an understanding of how much land has gone here, at one time this was a sanitation depot. Not a big one, but it had a building here for the staff, and you used to have trucks that were parked in front here where we are presently walking on. The building was out there. All out where you're seeing that stone, you will see some other columns that were out there that you used to use as support for the building, and we will walk a little further on. But you can get quite a clear understanding of how much land has gone down here over the years. You know, it's sort of like ourselves. We look in a mirror on a day, and every day we don't realize that we're getting a little bit older. Not me, I'm talking about other people. You know, like you start to look a little bit older. But it's when you look back at some photos from the past, you realize, oh, hold on a second, I'm looking a little bit older than that. That's why you don't look at any of my photos from the past, because I still think I'm as young as I was then, and I look the same way. The entire coconut grove that was here has been taken down. This chain link fence is being put up. I'm not sure what the future plans are for here. I did ask a couple of locals and they weren't too sure. They just told me that they saw when the chain link fence went up and the coconut trees went down. So I guess it's something that's coming here in the future. Keep our eyes open on that, of course, as we always do wherever we go. Beautiful, beautiful Speightstown. Perfect place to end off our week. Nice, relaxing sea conditions. Lovely place to come and go to different little beaches and get our swims. We don't want to be walking out and in the sea at the same location and play we're going for a world record. No, no, no. That can't happen, not today. Alright, so I know if I tell you, well, this support wall was not that far out. That's obvious, because that would have dropped as the underneath was eaten away. However, that is actually one of the support bases of where the depot house used to be structured in that general area. I think here was a fort at one time as well too. I'm not too sure. I have to do a little bit more research on it, but I'm pretty sure it was. But that is where the depot was. All this area here where you're seeing the trees in the water was a wooden structure. where they used to house all of the staff for that depot. As I said, it wasn't a big one, but it definitely was here for a period of time. Now, a lot of you may not know about this here, so let's talk about something a little bit local. This is called the Kalama cherry. In case you do not know, the Ramier pigeons love these here. So when you see something dropped on your car and you can't get it off, get stuck like concrete, is usually something like this here that they will deposit for you. Kalama cherries have a lot of uses. In the older days, these are what they used to use as glue. They're a little bit young now, so can't really, oh yes, you get a little bit of it. You can see the pulpy effect there. That is similar to like paper glue. I know this well because every envelope used to come for me. I can say it quite clearly because I've forgiven him. My grandfather used to open and reseal with them. I used to call him the Kalama cherry man. So I'm allowed to say things like that. I've forgiven the old man. That's no problem. What I want to show you this morning though, we saw this before and I want to show you the difference now. I actually took a photo this morning and I put some obstacles in the road where the underneath is eaten out to, because we talked about driving down here, and when you're coming into here you stay close to your left, when you're leaving stay close to your right. But let me just make you aware of what's going on here, because you can't really see it on this road. It looks nice and wide. You could drive a truck down through here quite comfortably. I do come down here the war wagon, but I'll tell you, I don't mess around on this point here because of this reason. Look at this erosion that's going on here. This goes way up. There's maybe only, I would say, I don't want to miscall, so I would say maybe 8 feet from the actual curb on the other side to where this erosion is. And as you can see, the seawater is coming up under here. So it's washing in and doing the erosion. Now, as you can appreciate, for this kind of barrier rocks and stuff, for this erosion to go on, it happens when there are big swells or very full tides with a spring surge. So that's when you will get this problem. But also you can see the underneath of it is made up of sand. This road was not laid on solid coral mass, it was laid on sand. There was no foundation to it. So what you're seeing here that's not eaten out is what they would term as a foundation. And this goes right through. There's just rubble that's being put underneath this section here. So I don't know how long access will be, or safe access will be, to this section that we're in today. But please remember, if you are coming down here, just bear in mind about this and stay way over to the opposite side. Do not come on the seaside, please. I am spelling this out because I think that is something that can happen. You know, if you come down here in a heavy vehicle, or if a heavy vehicle comes down before you, there are cracks. You can see the cracks are all up here under my feet where I'm walking. I'm not concerned about here because there's still a lot of rubble underneath it. But there's all up here, and then there's more and more cracks that are starting to work themselves across the road here as well. So please be very careful in this area. I want to go back here for a second and give you our first EMC photo op for the day, because this is absolutely stunning. Don't normally see a Coast Guard vessel down here. I don't know if that's down here because of the new pier and stuff they have put up and completed and open. But that is down here this morning. I think it's a nice setting for us to see as well. Nice to know that our security and our safety in Barbados is being protected. That is a nice feeling for me anyhow. Just glassed off conditions. Now if we had a low tide, we would be getting a little surge on this inside reef. And we're not seeing that this morning really. So we should have a morning that's built for records. Right in front of us, manchineel trees again. Manchineel trees all over the west coast. A lot of new structures and complexes that have gone up over the years. I've seen a lot of these being displaced. We've also seen a lot of them falling on the coastline, as this will do in the near future because of the erosion that's going on. They're great mangrove trees, so the dangers that are involved with them, they actually have great properties for trying to hold areas. As you can see, this area really can't be held very well. It's just going. All this section here is starting to crack, so you would know that all under here is most definitely being eroded out. Whoever has purchased this property on the land side, I hope that whoever is giving the consent for the building here remembers what's happening here and maybe goes a little bit more in with the road itself. You know, we wait and see what happens there. Beautiful wood doves all over. We're at the back of a supermarket here, so they will find all kind of food out here. A lot of guys do feed them as well. You'll see someone has already put down some bread and stuff for them. It's beautiful to watch them being fed. They're actually quite tame. The ultra dirty war wagon already in its prime parking spot. This is where I like to spot when I'm coming down here to do my vlogs. It's sort of pretty central. I can walk all over the place and get back to it with minimal exercise or energy being used. Y'all know me already. I'm lazy then. We have a massive manchineel tree here, where we're going to go down these steps. Hopefully we're going to take a little dip down here, and we're going to start our sea bath number 2. Gentleman here about to clean up and do his own sea bath as well. So you can see even this concrete steps that have been laid here have also started to suffer tremendously with all of the erosion impact that he sees on this area. Even the walkway we're on, you can see is lifting a little bit in comparison to what it used to be like. Morning, Governor, how are you going? I just gonna beg you for ease here to go in and see for a minute. Right, thanks, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, so the step down here, pretty big. It is probably the better spot to swim in this immediate area. So I'm just gonna take my time and go down. So we're gonna go here for a minute. Take a little sea bath. Sea bath number what, Miss Kier? Keep count for me, please, because you know I can't count past my one hand. I don't know if we will get there today, but I think our record stands somewhere around one hand. And I think we stopped at that because I couldn't count any further. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Heaven. Check this out, people. Check out this stunning, stunning scenery down here in Speightstown. Right on the outside of the breakwater here. Now you may have come down here and said, well, that's a beautiful area, but you didn't know about swimming. There are steps that lead down here. There are actually 2 sets of steps. The original steps that's cut in the coral stone itself, or big coral stone boulders that have been put into steps, which are a little further on, and then this concrete structure here. The coral stone is just sort of like out of view there. You will just a little way up from us, maybe about 30 yards or so, is where the other steps are. A lot steeper to get down into water, not as comfortable to go into the sea either and come back out. Okay, so we're gonna do a 360 spin from here for you. I know it's a lot of inside barrier and stuff, but gosh, this is beautiful. Enjoy. Simple 3 letters can summarize this. Wow. Alrighty, we're gonna work our way back out. That's our, I think our second. Yes, well, my second for sure. Maybe your first, but no mind, we're counting my sea baths because I'm going for the gold medal. So I have to one up on you all. So that is critically important for me to have that number 1 on the belt before you do. You can have the silver, but I can hold the gold today for sure, as usual. You can see all this area here that is being hammered by these surges and stuff. This is a solid concrete set of steps that are being put down, and you have seen the cracks in it. Alright, I'm just going to face you in that direction as we walk this wheel in here and stuff. I don't want to see you all, let you all see me doing my flips and my super jumps. Have a great day, my brother. Okay, man, showing the world a little bit of beauty, you know? Alright, man, thanks, man. You too, man, God bless you too. Alright, this morning, manchineels are smelling beautiful. You can see some of them begin to break down here. I love this smell. From the time I was a little kid, you know, on the west coast, because my parents used to bring us down the west, and we used to go down to Gibbs area and rent a beach house down there. From the time I was a toddler, before I even could speak, and I guess before I could swim, because I was ready to learn to swim, because they let me run in the sea. I used to tease them. I used to run in the sea all the time and make sure to run behind me and pick me out to sea. Well, I know this story because they're telling me about it. I don't remember it because I think they were telling lies. And then one day I ran in the sea, and my father told my mother, "Oh, leave him. Let him be for a little while." So it was a case of, I don't know if it's true, this story is being told to me, but it's a case of sink or swim. So from what I understand, I started swimming at that very young, tender age. I was a little bit mischievous when I was young, just a little bit, little itty bitty bit. So you understand. In the distance, the beautiful, beautiful Speightstown jetty. That has just been officially open. No reason to climb over the barrier anymore, so we don't have to hop, skip and jump to get out there. You can actually walk out onto the jetty now. It is publicly open. Now, a lot of you have been here. A lot of you are not aware of this amazing beach that's located just down in Speightstown area. This runs, I would say, maybe 100 yards from the actual road itself that goes through Speightstown. All this beauty is right in the back that you probably do not see. DJ Eddie, if you're on board. I know you're playing today at Little Bristol. I would love to make it back down here, my brother. I can't promise you I'm going to do it, but I will certainly try. But any of you that are on the West Coast today, DJ Eddie, he's going to pull one of his awesome sessions down here at Little Bristol Bar. I'll show you that in a few minutes' time because we're going in that direction. And if you are on this side of the island, please come down and join him. I can promise you that you're going to have a day of entertainment and pleasure. We have shown you this area before, so not spend too much time on it because we had some photos and stuff. This talks about the National Heritage mural that's directly behind us. I'll show you that in a couple of seconds' time. I'll try and get you well, I have a picture already at home, but I'll try and see if I can give you another one. But have a look at this. It actually gives you a 3D effect of looking through a cave and looking into the island itself. But there's so much history in this cave. There's lots of slavery. There's lots of stuff that goes on here. You know, we don't hide our past, because without knowing our past, who are we? How can we tell who we are? I can't tell who I am without knowing my past. Although sometimes, you know, I shudder at it, but I don't hold it against myself anymore. I forgive myself. I didn't know better. Just like this history here that tells us lots and lots of history here. Hopefully you will also get your opportunity to come down here and stand in front of it, because seeing it and actually standing in front of it, two totally different things. All right, working our way down. We had a fire down here a couple of years back, did a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Arlington House, which is a museum directly opposite here, underwent some severe fire damage. Didn't actually burn itself, but a lot of scorching and stuff. And that has not been reopened as yet to the public, as far as I know. Last time we passed here, it still looked as though it needed some work. Just beautiful, beautiful beach. Now again, last time we were down here, there was a very mellow slant going off into the sea. You can see how the sand's being pushed up. What's up, my brother? You good? Yeah, man. Thanks, man. How are you going? Morning, Governor. Lots of little bars set up along here. You can, you know, they've changed names. Some of them have changed names and stuff. So I'm not going to call the names of them unless you see the actual signage up, because we used to have different names on some of these here as well. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Just listen to this ocean. I'm going to let you walk for a couple of seconds. Actually, hold on a second. I'm missing my opportunity for a swim. Here we go. Jeez. No, last time we were down here, we could not come in to sea because it was low tide. And the surge on this section here was just a little bit too risky for the camera. The also had a little lap swell that was coming in off of the east side, northeast. But today, no, that's not the problem. Today is absolutely beautiful. The reflections off of the clouds this morning, stunning, as you will see. Just beautiful. I'm not going to talk to you about it or tell you about it. I'm actually going to show you it, because we're going to do another 360 spin right now, right here. So here we go. And because of all the glows and everything, I'm going to turn you back in the opposite direction here for a minute so I can show you the transparency of this ocean. Absolutely perfect this morning. There's no sand movement. It is like glass. It is just beautiful. Today, ultimate day for the beach. If you're looking to do something today, beach. Put down your plan. If you're going for island tour, plan the beach after. If you're not going to island tour, plan the beach before. It's a beautiful day. No history today about Speightstown. Today is a day of talking nonsense. And as I said, I am concentrating strong on winning this world medal. So you have to appreciate that all of my concentration this morning is on swimming. So we're not going to be talking about history. I'm going to be thinking about conditions and how I can make it a little bit more flamboyant for you to watch me in the water. You see. I'm thinking of something now, but the thing is I may not be able to get it done, so I don't want to be embarrassed. But I will see as I get a little bit closer. Beautiful facilities down here. Absolutely lovely. This place, I love how they've utilized the trees and left their decking around the trees and stuff without removing them. Really, absolutely beautiful. Again, I don't have the sign out here. I don't want to call it wrong this morning, but this is in Speightstown. This is available and it's open for you. I could call Little Bristol because Little Bristol has a massive sign up there. So I could afford to say that right up in the wall up there. Big Little Bristol Bar. That's directly in front of us, by the way. That's where our DJ Eddie will be playing today. Now, DJ Eddie does not only master Latino music, he masters international music. He actually has a radio station up there online that you can go on and listen to some of his disco mixes and stuff. A long-time veteran in the entertainment industry in Barbados. I can assure you, if you come to one of his parties, it's going to be different to any of the others. All the guys have a unique quality. I am not sure if he's doing it tonight, but our DJ Scotty, he's going to be online with Golden Oldies tonight, or he should be. I'm not sure his schedule at the moment since they've allowed, for outside entertainment and stuff again. So he's back on his circuit. So I'm not sure if he's playing or if he's coming online tonight. But if you were around for a long time and watching the Barbados entertainment sector, you will notice DJ Scotty has been performing online from the day that COVID shut down public performances. And he does it on Friday nights with a step back in the old calypsos, Saturday nights with the old and goldies, and on Sunday is his meltdown session. Beautiful, relaxing, soothing, soft, romantic music. Okay, so there's another beach swim. Don't mind we're at the same beach. Please count this for me. Just beautiful. Can you imagine yourself in this ocean 100 yards? Actually, from here it's only 50 yards to the actual road. The other section is 100 because it goes out a little bit on a point. But 50 yards away from the main highway in Speightstown. And this is what you could be swimming in and relaxing on this beach and not even knowing there's a city directly behind. Quite amazing. As you can see, I can see from afar Little Bristol Bar. So, if you put out your signs on the water side, I will call the names, but I don't call the wrong names this morning. And next minute, I got some friends on here that keep me in line, you know. If I go and make it out, they'll contact me saying, Nick, that wasn't so, you know. So I got to make sure that I stay on track. Now, as we are here, and as I don't see a no trespassing sign, I don't see any security guards, I don't see any flashing security light, we're going to take a nosy, Mr. Conductor. This is for you, my brother. This is where you could be partying this afternoon if you so desire. I'm not going to twist your arm to come here, but I definitely recommend you come. Absolutely beautiful. Little Bristol Beach Bar. Amazing. It's going to be great down here tonight, or today I should say, and it will go into night time because I'm sure it will. Just lovely. So, Mr. Conductor, you have seen. That is your nosy. Now, we're going to give you an EMC 360, sorry, EMC photo op. Here we go. Jeez, you're 20 minutes of silence. How much more could you all want, no? I hope not more, because you're not going to get any more. Because 20 seconds, sorry. Way too long for me to do it. Way too long. I tell you, I was twitching, pacing, stepping from side to side, transferring my weight from my left to my right, all that to try and keep my energy levels in my body and not in my tongue. Alright, there's just one little thoroughfares down to this beach. There are many of them. Parking is a little bit tricky, so the same supermarket that I'm parked in, you could possibly find a park there. Don't mind to say parking for supermarket people only. I don't think there are 100 of you who are going to drive your vehicles down here. I don't think there'd be a problem with that, to be honest with you. What you could do is go and buy your stuff in the supermarket and take it to the beach with you. Buy a couple of drinks, maybe buy some snacks. You'll be good to go. Now, as you can see, this place is closed off on inside, but we did a nosy just now, so that's not a problem. A lot of the buildings down here, I'm noticing, have a lot of facelifts recently. Some of the companies that had these properties have moved out. You will see as we're working our way around now. This was a Massey store at one time. It's Ace Hardware as well. Quite a few different changes over the years have gone through. At that time it wasn't Massey though, it was the Costa Mannings. They were in this area at one time. I don't know if they're still here, but in different location. I just saw someone mentioning Fisherman's Pub. You came down here. Fisherman's Pub. excellent for local foods. I would say be careful every time you come to buy your food, because as you can appreciate, these are done in buffet style warmer trays, and they you know, it does get a little bit dried out through the day. And that's not being critical of their food, because I've just praised their food, telling you it's some of the best local food in the island. But I will just make you aware of that point, because a couple of friends have mentioned that of their experiences recently. They took Long Island drives and came here after and found that. So you know me, it's about honesty and transparency. So I have to let you know the honesty about what it's all about. We did a walk from here the other day with a sunrise. This is a new sort of like boardwalk that walks along this ravine area. It is beautiful. This runs right up into the country. It continues to go right through the other side of the highway itself and right up. This is one of the main drain areas. However, as you can see, sand is all down here. So when we have our first big rain that comes in, this entire section will fill up with water until the sandbank bursts, and then it will go out to sea. Now, earlier in the year, this is not a joke, there was no beach here at all. I mean, zero beach here. I think you will probably remember that with some of our vlogs. Water was coming right up to the bridge that we're walking over, and as you can see, there are quite a few beach chairs that have been laid out here for your convenience. So you don't just have to come to Fisherman's Pub and eat in that facility just over there in the center of the screen, or on their deck under umbrellas. You can come down here and catch your tan if you'd like. So it's an all-day event. Beautiful. Speightstown Fish Market. A lot of enhancements to Speightstown over the years, and a lot more plans online. They're planning to really push some, hopefully some cruise tourism on this section with the more luxurious, smaller yachts. That is more on that to come later on. Speightstown Esplanade. This is where I used to come with my angel very often. And at that time, I would be eating the meat rolls and stuff. Not her, she'd be eating the other stuff that's vegan. But I used to. Now, as you can see, you can go on the jetty now without having to jump over the barriers that we used to jump over before. This area is actually under the authority of the Port Authority. They handle this, as well as the water, the walk along the boardwalk along Bridgetown area. All that is under their responsibility. Being here at a couple of cuvettes where the actual road was shut off, and public all traffic was shut down, and the entire area here was a queue party. I look forward to one of those in days coming again. Just beautiful. We're going to walk along the boardwalk. Just to tell you, this is the place with the bakery that we always talk about. I think it's PRC Bakeries. It's just over in front of us, a center of the screen beyond where all of these beautiful arbors are. That's where you can get all your delicacies when you're in Speightstown. Some of the best pastries available in Barbados can be got from there. And I know anyone that's on board here that's eating there is not going to argue with that. They're going to agree with that 100%. Beautiful conditions. When down here has a big north swell, where we're walking right now is impacted by surf that comes over it. Now we're going into Catland. I know that this fella here is a gentleman that comes, he doesn't live here, but he comes down here and feeds them, and then he takes them up to a place in St. John. I can't remember the name of the place offhand, and then they ship them out to Canada and stuff. So these, you're going to see a lot of cats in this area, but they're not just left alone, they're actually taken care of. Good morning, how are you? All right. So we're walking in an area that we did not walk before. This runs parallel to the actual street itself, in front of Orange Grocer and stuff. These are the backs of the buildings here. They're not that impressive in the day, for sure, but nighttime, things take on a completely different look. There are also apartments here that you can rent as well if you would like. There are all different types of Airbnb facilities in Speightstown itself. Now remember, this is a quaint little town. This is not a developed town like Bridgetown or anything like that. This is very, very sort of like left behind in time. It is beautiful and quaint and quiet. Just lovely. But as you all will know, most of the beach bars and restaurants don't look that beautiful in daylight. But when the night light comes onto it and everything is lit up, just lovely. Look at this coastline, man. Cheese on breads. Is this not beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we're on our way to our record. So we just need a couple more sea bass, and then it will be a new world record. And we are, sorry, not we, I will be holding it because you'll be one short. You will have the silver medal. I will award you with that today, don't worry. There are no bronze medals. All you all will have numerous silver medals, but there's only one gold, and you all know who that belongs to. I and I. There's a little beach here that has formed over the years right through Speightstown. You would have noticed there was no beach here. I know anyone that stayed in Speightstown area would know that for sure. Again, suffering tremendously from some recent beach surges and tide surges. There's a massive drop off here. I would say this is a good 4 feet or so. We look at it from the other direction so you can get an appreciation for how big the drop off is. It starts to taper itself off, as you can see. Now the entire land side here are Airbnb properties. So if you want to rent in this area, you can look up on the Speightstown. It is a beautiful place. You know, I know a lot of people that come here and repeat visitors that come here year after year. So I know for sure that you don't come back somewhere that's not nice. Nobody does that, I'm sure. Looking back in the other direction, you can see how big that actual sand bar is there. Definitely about a 4-footer for sure. So a lot of that sand is moved, but it is right here. Now the drop off in this initial area, I'm going to let you see it, is big. So if you're coming down on the west coast, as we like to talk about before, I didn't notice much where we were before, but the drop off here is quite big as well for sure. I see some people bigging up DJ Scotty. Big up to you, my brother. You know you won, my love. You know that already too. Beautiful area. All right, we can do another 360 from here. Actually, before we do a 360 though, I want you all to realize I am not talking over a video and have somebody filming this here with me doing a talk over it. I want you to see me in the water itself. So I am teasing you 100% now, without a doubt. There's no part of love here. There's love all the time, but it's all tease. When I get back on shore, I can start sharing love with you again. But for now, this has got to be a tease for you all. Just beautiful, beautiful area. You can see how big that drop off is and how much sand is moved. A lot of sand is moved there, man. So remember, if you want to rent facilities in this area, you can definitely do so. We're not going to carry this video too much longer. As you all know, we've tried to taper them down to a comfortable time frame. I was instructed to do so by our conductor. He promised to walk off the job if I did not, so I decided that I need to keep him on the job because I have someone to blame for everything if he's around. If he's not here, who am I going to blame for any of the nosies or any other stuff that I usually blame him for? Huh? No one else. There'll be other people I could blame, but they're not going to take it as well as him because he actually smiles when I start to blame him about these things. Lots of different names of accommodations here, so you can look this up. Now, at one time, this was all chattel homes. Well, with a couple of little Airbnb properties, but they've just expanded here. A lot of homes over here are being bought out and turned into beautiful accommodations. This section of Speightstown, very, very quiet. Extremely quiet. We talked about Barbadian genius at works. Have a look at this here, man. Turn into a floating trimaran. Everything you can possibly imagine. Don't mind, needs a little work on it. Check it out. Everything is there. Just brilliant works. I don't know how seaworthy that will be, but I'm sure somebody used it to go out in the water and catch our fish for sure. Walking a little further because I think I need one more to get on the belt just to make sure that I got this record. I don't want to stop short and miss out on it. You can have a look at some of the accommodations here as we're strolling. You will notice all of them have these blinds that drop. That's because this area gets vicious in the afternoon time with the like 4 o'clock and 4:30 kind of sun. There's no shade whatsoever. This place here is called the White Sands. Numerous other names along here as well you will probably pick up for yourself too. You will see sand all over this road. The last big north swell that we had, sea was coming over these break walls here and all along the section down by what was originally Haywood's, Barbados, Beach Village, and also Sandals, etc. Many different names as well. You can see there are little beaches that form here. You can see the drop off of where the sand is gone. And you can also see a lot of the crabgrass and stuff, the roots laying down on the water's edge itself. Beautiful morning. Thank you for everyone that's on board with us. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. I'm not sure if it's a pleasure for you to be with me because I'm teasing you as much as I possibly can. And if you think this is tease, wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow is Santee's Day. So y'all would know what to expect. Tomorrow is going to be a rough one for you all, not for me, but for you all for sure. The beautiful thing about it is when I'm on a live, you can't comment. So I never find your comments down inside my teasing. I delete them. I'm only kidding, guys. I don't ever do that. It's got to be as it is. So here we go. This is for the world record of sea bass in one live vlog. And we're going to be doing it in not the ultimate swimming area. As you can see, there's some coral around in this section here. Lots of rocks in the shore break itself. But you know me, I am the brave Bajan warrior. So I'm going to go into here just to get my gold medal. Here we go. Wow, swell coming in as well too. Interesting. But it is full tide, so it's coming right through. If that was low tide, that would have been a break-in swell for sure on this reef. But we're blessed with a high tide at the moment. So all of you that were feeling good that you were going to get a world record this morning, you have one short. I have it. I have got it myself. Don't call me unfair. Don't call me selfish. Call me smart and intelligent. Us Bajans, these smart people, you know. Morning, how are you? You agree with that statement? Us Bajans, we smart. Don't let nobody trick us. You have a good day, alright, my dear? Okay, blessings. I know our 360s are supposed to be done and quiet, but that was not, because I saw a fellow Bajan to say hi to this morning. I spread my love cheer, and she left here laughing. That is my main aim, to bring a light-hearted, beautiful day to everyone. I hope all of you have had an amazing time. We have had an unusual week. We've had some challenges. We've had different things that have come up, but we've all stuck together. We're all here this morning, and we're all sharing peace and love. I've been watching the comments. Absolutely beautiful comments this morning. You know, when I go home, I laugh, I cry, and sometimes I just sit back and feel my heart warm and get warmer and warmer and warmer from the comments that I read, because the exchange of love and kindness, I don't see anywhere else in this world, to be real honest with you. You know, I was telling someone the other day that we have been now in operation since January the 21st. Oh, that was right. I've got to check my dates. No, forget it. I have a worked and heavily overloaded memory. It's not that it's getting old, just heavily overloaded. So I think it was January 21st when we started our first live vlog. And I was saying that we have had one little small situation in all that time, and that was rectified within the channel itself. We are not a Facebook gathering that's looking for any controversy or any quarrels or any negatives. What we want to bring is peace, love, kindness, happiness, care for everyone around us, because we are on our journeys. Our journeys calls for us to be positive and kind in every way, to help others get through the day and be supportive of others, and that is exactly what we do. That's what the EMC is all about. So for each and every one of you, I thank you all for joining me this morning. Thank you for joining the family, because it's not just me you're joining the entire family. And thank you for everyone that's been on through the entire week. And thank you for the others that wish they were here but couldn't make it with us, because I know each and every one of you, if you all can make it to the EMC, the real die-hard EMCers, you will be here spreading your cheer and your joy, because you know that there are people out there that need your support, and you know that the day that you need their support, they will be there for you. I want to wish you all a safe weekend, filled with peace and happiness and love. Birthday greetings to all those that are not in the EMC that I do not send off. Birthday greetings to, I have a lot of friends that are celebrating birthdays today, but they're not in the EMC. I can't put everyone in here. This is an EMC project, and if you want to be a part of this beautiful family, it's easy. Come online, comment, and be a part of the family, because we want to expand. We want to share as much love and kindness. We want to spread this to the world. It is a world project. Let us bring peace to the world today. So everyone that you come in contact with, please share a smile. Please share a moment with them, because you're probably going to be the only smile or the only kind person that majority of these people will see today. So let us make the difference. Let us do what we're asked to do. Let's love our neighbors the way we love ourselves. Let's respect our neighbors the way we wish to be respected. And let's most definitely love them the way that we wish to be loved. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all. Greetings from myself, from our crew, which is our care team, our Munch Kings, our Hall of Famers, and each and every one of the EMC family members. We wish you all a wonderful Saturday and a glorious Sunday. And if God spares life, we will see each other on Monday morning for the crack of dawn. See you all later. Photo op, final photo op for the day and farewell time. Here we go.